Question 1. With over 50 students in her class, Vani wants to engage them in an activity which involves maximum number of senses to enhance learning. Which of the following activity will be suitable for this purpose? A. Organizing field trips to nearby place. B. Inviting resource person from community to demonstrate their skills. C. Encouraging group discussions. D. Using smart classroom for relevant AV material. Now let's go through the options one by one. Option A. Organizing field trip to a nearby place. She is going to organize field trip for her students. This option really sounds accurate, but we'll see remaining options also. Then option B. Inviting resource persons from community to demonstrate their skill. You are going to call a resource person and he is going to show her skill in front of the children. By doing, students will not gain first hand experience, but students will only listen to what resource person has to say, which will not be helpful at all. So this option is wrong. Then option C, encouraging group discussion. You are going to make a group discussion in class and then you are going to assign one topic and in group students have to do group discussion. This is also a wrong option. Then option D, using smart classroom for relevant AV materials. As a teacher, you are going to use a audio visual material. It will be nice, but students are not going to gain first hand experience. We all know that in environmental studies, first hand experience is very important, and as much as possible, as an EVS teacher, you have to provide first hand experience to children. So, correct answer will be organizing field trip to a nearby place so that child will get first hand experience. Question 2. Why do ICRA encourage her learners to read newspapers and magazines in EVS? A. This help learner to become competitive. B. These are entertaining resources available. C. These help learner to engage with the real world. D. These help learners to become independent. Ikra is an EVS teacher. She encourages her students to read newspapers and magazines in EVS. When she is having EVS class, she is getting newspapers and magazines. Why she might be doing this? Let's see about the option A. This helps learners become competitive. First option says that by reading newspaper, student will become competitive. If this was happening then everyone would have become competitive by reading newspaper and magazine. So this first option gives us a wrong message. Then option B. These are entertaining resources available. According to second option, newspaper and magazines are entertaining resources, which is also a wrong answer. Option C. These help learners to engage with the real world. As we know that by reading newspaper, students will be able to connect themselves with the real world. They will understand what is happening in different countries like Australia, America. No matter which part of the world he or she might be reading the newspaper. Now let's see about the last option. This helps learners to become independent. They say that learners will become independent by reading newspaper. That is the reason then why so many of the citizens from India are still dependent on their parents. Why they are not independent? So answer here is This helps learners to engage with the real world. Question 3. Questioning as a strategy in teaching learning of EVS is used for A. Arousing curiosity in class, B. Maintaining discipline, C. Drawing attention, D. Promoting adherence to rules. We all know that as an EVS teacher, you will have to ask questions to children which will be useful for option A, arousing curiosity in classroom. It means creating curiosity in classroom. Option B, maintaining discipline. When you are going to ask questions to students, then they are going to be quiet and they are going to maintain discipline. This is wrong. Option C, drawing attention. By asking questions, you are going to draw children's attention towards you. This is also wrong. Option D, promoting adherence to rules. This is also wrong answer. So, the correct answer over here is option A, arousing curiosity in the class. Question 4. Today, we cannot think of food without chilies. These were brought to our country by traders coming from A. South Africa, B. Afghanistan, C. England, D. South America. Answer: South America. Question 5. Consider the following functions for plants: A. To give support to the plants, B. To provide humus, C. To store food, D. To absorb water and minerals. The functions of roots are A, C and D, B, A and B only, C and D only, D, B, C and D. Let's see the options in detail. Option A. To give support to the plant. Roots does give support to the plants. Option B. To provide humus. Humus is a substance made from dead leaves and plants that you can put into the soil to help the plant to grow. Example: partially decomposed plant matter in soil. Option C. To store food. Roots does help the plant to store food. Option D. To absorb water and minerals. Roots helps to absorb water and minerals. So the correct answer over here is option A, C and D.